I think the potential is endless, and we are just at the beginning. Think of a situation where you have practically a virtual teacher's assistant that can both help teachers and educators with their tasks, but can also help each individual learner with what they need to achieve in a way that is both personalized and patient. I think what is beautiful about voice technology is that, it's a voice that never gets tired. It can repeat each task with you as many times as you need. It doesn't lose patience, and it's really beautiful. And it also gives a sense of, I don't want to say human connection, but it gives a better emotional connection to people that use it than other devices that I've seen. So I think one thing that is important to realize, both about voice technology but about any technology, is that it's not coming to replace anything. It's a great addition to what we currently have, and it can maybe help with certain tasks. Like, I don't see voice replacing education as a whole. It's not going to replace teachers. But let's look at different verticals of learners, right? So the kids or learners at home can use Alexa and voice to do certain tasks that are maybe repetitive and can be maybe more engaging with voice, like things like spelling or quizzes, or things that let you participate actively in an adventure and learn a certain topic. It can help in so many ways, in things like managing a classroom or sending out personalized homework assignments, and they arrive at the kid's personal device based on their level or their current stage of learning. With parents, I think this is a device that parents can use in so many ways to help them both manage their kids' learning, but also things that they do around the house. I sometimes, like in our work at Pretzel Labs, I like to think of it as like an additional family member that helps, like a parent helper in a way. It's not there to replace anyone, but we can use it to kind of leverage tasks that we maybe don't like to do as much as parents, and Alexa can help. So there are a lot of ways that we can look at numbers for starters. We can see how often our users, whether they are teachers or academics or students, how frequently they use the devices. Do they come back to our experience? How long is the conversation that they have? And we can even look at more details, like do they understand the experience? Do they need instructions to be repeated? Do they ask, what was that, a lot? But I also think something to consider is things that are not as easily measured, but you can mostly see them when the people actually interact in front of your face. And those are like, are they delighted? Do they smile? Is this actually moving them emotionally in a way that helps your goals? So what we usually do is balance both. We look a lot at the numbers, but we also do a lot of in-person user studies and see like how people actually respond to this. And also something that I think we should consider is that what is the innovation factor in this? Because a lot of times we did some research in classrooms, and the first time we come in, the kids are crazy engaged, and they don't want us to leave, and they just want to be involved in this activity. What happens after a year? What happens after 5 years? It hasn't been long enough to see if we can kind of disregard this is a new thing and we are really excited about this, and see how that makes way into experiences that are more long-term and that can actually sustain over a significant period of time for learners. This is the time for disruption in EdTech. I think voice can play a significant part. I can see that across all of our skills, we've seen a major increase starting around mid-March because people are home. And the type of activity that we've always just seen on weekends, we see now every day with our devices. And I mean, this is like a great opportunity, I think, to create a very positive impact in a situation where nobody really understands how to handle this, like both parents and teachers and kids as well. Like they need to learn. Nobody really knows how to do this right. And I feel like voice can be such a human way, though it still uses technology, but it's much more humanized. And I feel like it can really leverage the situation where people are stuck at home, but they still need to do stuff. I think what is really impressive and was great for me to see is the range of ideas that came in. You know, voice in education is such a broad title, and people have taken this to anything from doing systems for teachers to things that are more directed at learners around a specific topic. And what I love is that each of these things can really, really improve that specific problem. I think they are all addressing something that is currently not 100% solved in education, and they're bringing in like the specific advantages of voice to see how that experience can improve.